that MnDOT has had, in fact, hundreds of millions of dollars in jobs that have not gone where they ought to go. And MnDOT admits in public testimony, legislative testimony and so forth, we haven't done what we were supposed to do, that we have not fulfilled the contracts that we're supposed to have. And what we want is, what we say is this: we don't want a Christmas tree approach, and that is treat African Americans and people of color different than you would any other business problem. We don't want you to reinvent the wheel all over again. We don't want 26 and 30 organizations who have to be brought together and you have them to begin to plan and blah, blah. We know what needs to be done. We know exactly what needs to be done, and we simply have not done it. We haven't done it in MnDOT, and we are working with, and we've committed. We met with Congressman Ellison and the leadership from MnDOT. We like some of the kinds of things that's being there, but they don't address the problem in the kind of business-like manner and the sense of urgency that needs to happen. MnDOT has $6.1 billion that don't include the stimulus money that was passed by the legislative in the last session. $6.1 billion mean that you are actually talking about one heck of a lot of job opportunities, of business opportunities, of contract opportunities, of money that go to our media in terms of communicating and so forth. There's $6.1 billion. Don't even talk about the stimulus dollars that in fact are there. Part of my concern, Al, is this. Institutionally speaking, there is a racism, and oftentimes we get afraid to, we want to run away from it and pretend it don't exist. Now people are saying that because we have Obama as president, that we need to get rid of, and there's an action in Congress now to get rid of Black History Month. That's kind of stupid. Okay, racism, institutional racism runs rampant right now, whether it's MnDOT and state government, whether it's the city of Minneapolis and St. Paul, whether it's the corporate community, whether or not it's the retreat in the number of blacks who are now in law school and medical school. All the disparities increase because of institutional neglect and institutional bigotry. And what we have to do is to elevate this to a level that says, if in fact our people don't get what the laws say we ought to get, then we're going to have to do what we need to do, and that includes going to the streets.
So Bernie Arsenault, when you hear this passion and these allegations and this recitation of the history of failure, what does it mean to you personally? I mean, is it plausible to you? Is there a sense that you have that your colleagues, members of your institution, either don't believe or choose not to respond to the challenges being brought forth by our community?
Right. I've got a couple comments with that. First of all, I just want to be clear on it. I don't believe that the history is because MnDOT has not done what it was supposed to do. Because frankly, I think based on the guidance and the laws that exist, MnDOT has complied with those. But I tried to indicate early on in this discussion is that we don't believe that's enough. And MnDOT has made a clear commitment to trying to grow this program. We have provided organizational changes within our Office of Civil Rights so that we can dedicate the time and the effort that's needed in order to move forward some of these important ways of growing the program so that we can get the representation that we all believe is appropriate. And so MnDOT, what MnDOT has acknowledged is that the way the program has worked in the past has not been where we believe it ought to be in the future. And that's why we have made this effort to get together with the folks that this is so important to, everyone from the contractors to the community and in between, so that we can identify the things that are going to really help us increase that representation. We need to address that. And the way we're trying to address that is dealing with some of this certification process, dealing with the procedure that's in place to try and improve it, and where we can't make it better, we'll at least provide good training for it. And these are the tasks that are coming out of the group that I truly believe is going to generate a program that we can all look back on within a very short time, months, that will say, this is what we needed to do. And we'll be able to then hold that progress and sustain that progress as we move forward.
Bernie, I know you've got to leave us in a minute. We're going to take a break for station business again, and stay as long as you can. And when you have to leave, we thank you now for your presence and your participation. I'm Al McFarlane. You're listening to Conversations with Al McFarlane.
Can't get a job without no experience. Can't get experience without a job. Listen to the man on the TV. Said he got stimulus for you and me. I've got a small business. I can't pay my employees. But if that money trickled down to me, oh Lord, what we'll see. We've got to make a change. Over in St. Paul in the Capitol building, they're singing the same old song. Heard it all before. You know you can't get a job without experience. You know you can't get experience without a job. This is on the telling me, 'cause I got a small business, can't pay my employees. Give it to the other guy and I wonder why. He's got substantial information to say, but all the while they tell me lies. I got work to do, need some money too. I've got work to do. I've got things I want to say. I want to teach the children every day, but I can't get a job without experience. I can't get experience without a job. They say they want 5 years of back taxes, but I'm telling you, I can't relax this stuff. I need a job. Got to work. I want to feed my family. I want $150,000 a year like you. I got to get a job so I can wear a nice suit with a nice gold tie just like yours too. Yeah, yeah.
Putting it all in music, that's Wayne McFarlane. Wayne McFarlane. Wayne McFarlane and jazz. Well, you know, let's put it where people feel it, and Wayne, you've done that marvelously. I'm Al McFarlane. You're listening to Conversations with Al McFarlane. Let me ask my co-host, Ni Hun, the editor of the Asian American Press, to raise a question. And for as long as you can stay, Bernie, we thank you for your presence and your involvement. But several people want to ask you questions. So, Ni?
Yeah, Mr. Bernie Assange, this is Ni. I'm with the Minnesota Multicultural Media Consortium. We together community media, and we work together to share results and idea how to send a message to the community. We would like to suggest that you should work with us on a community level to use our media to inform what program, what announcement, whatever you have. So we hope that our community will understand the job you do at the department. As far as the one of the project right now, Minnesota Hire Minnesota project, I think a lot of progress within the last few months between organizer and the community participation and support. I think the legislature also understand and support the movement of our opportunity. I wonder if the executive branch like governor office and your department understand about what we propose, and can you suggest any best way to do together more effective, so after proposal discussion you come out with a good package for community of color?
Yeah, yes, and I appreciate the comments about